Root Beer, Sassafras, and the Tasty Leaves. Hi, it's Erin and Joy and our two silly goats at Love Wins Farmette.
Sassafras and root beer. They love leaves. They've been waiting for the leaves in the trees to fall down to the ground so they could taste them.
In the spring, buds formed on the trees and then new leaves appeared. In the summer, Root Beer and Sassafras really wanted to taste the leaves on the trees, but they were too little and couldn't reach. I tried to help them, and they stood on my back. Could they reach a few leaves? Let's see. Oh, yes, very tasty, thought Root Beer. Root Beer and Sassafras have noticed that as summer has turned to fall, the leaves are starting to turn colors. Some of them are falling off the tree. Sometimes I pick a leaf so that they could have a taste. Root Beer and Sassafras share this leaf. But still, the twigs aren't ready to say goodbye to the leaves, and they haven't fallen off the trees. Root Beer's waiting patiently in the wheelbarrow, but the leaves on the tree over his goat yard are just not ready to fall down yet. They're not ready to let go and fall to the ground. But other trees in the neighborhood have already let go of some of their leaves. So I take Root Beer and Sassafras on a walk, and we look at the pretty leaves. As we take a walk, Root Beer, Sassafras, and I notice all the pretty colors. We notice yellows and greens. We notice that some leaves have several colors, red, brown, and yellow. Some are mostly red leaves, red in color. Some look a little orange. And then some look yellow and others look brown. We also notice that they come in different shapes. And this little tree has 3 different shaped leaves all on one tree. This one looks like a mitten. And this was on the same tree. And then look, this one has 3 lobes or points. These 3 different shaped leaves grow on the same tree, a sassafras tree. Hey, Sassafras! My goat's named Sassafras. Can you spot the 3 different leaves on this sassafras tree? Then Root Beer and Sassafras spot this red and green leaf. And then this one has yellow on the veins of the leaf. And this one too, but then red in between. Lots of brown spots. Oh, wow. They come in all sorts of patterns. We dump the leaves that we collected on our walk on the table, and then we sort them by color. We made piles of yellow and piles of red and brown and orange. We looked at the sizes and the shapes. We arranged this one from big to small. They look like hearts. And look, then we arranged these from small to large. Small, medium, large. Oh, Root Beer, there are still no leaves to rake in your goat yard. Be patient. They'll fall down soon. In the meantime, I have an idea. Let's read some books. Let's look at this book titled Leaf Man. Hey, do you see the Leaf Man on the cover? Sassafras, you can't eat that leaf. Silly Sassafras, you silly little goat. You're licking the book. Those aren't real leaves, they're pictures of leaves. He's still trying to taste them. When we opened the book and look inside to read about Leaf Man, we found Leaf Chicken. The chickens thought this was pretty neat, a leaf chicken. And then we found a maple leaf that looks like it belongs in this maple leaf forest. We even tried to make our own leaf man looking at the cover and using our leaves. That was lots of fun. And then we made a leaf grandpa, a leaf poppy. That wasn't in the book, but it was fun to make. And look, here I made a leaf squirrel like the one in the book. I used an oak leaf for a tail. And then we tried to make a chicken. Bark, bark, bark. There's my leaf chicken. Bark, 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 bark. And see if you can figure out what these are. What did we use our leaves to make? Leaf fish. Yes, and look, this big fish is trying to eat the little leaf fish. And here we made our own forest of leaves that matched. And then we tried to make a leaf goat. Does this look like root beer or sassafras? We saw leaf cows in the book, but we didn't see a leaf goat. We just have to make our own. Root Beer and Sassafras loved making leaf people and leaf animals with the leaves, but now they want to count leaves. Their favorite way to count leaves is to eat them as they count. Let's count with them. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 leaves. In this book titled Full of Fall, Root Beer and Sassafras learn that when trees are ready, twigs let go. It's time, it's time. Leaves slip and spin and fall to the ground. Yay, look, we raked them up and put them in the wheelbarrow. Oh, the goats are so excited. They are ready to make a big pile. Well, you know what they really want to do. They want to eat the leaves. Look, it's their dream come true. A whole wheelbarrow full of leaves. Look how fast they eat them. And you know what, friends? They also love to go for wheelbarrow rides. Do you? Look at this. Silly Sassafras loves this wheelbarrow ride, but he's just so busy eating leaves. So I give him a ride. He's having a snack and fun all at the same time. But we're getting ready to make a big pile. So he's going to have to get out of the wheelbarrow because I need to dump these leaves.
All right, babies, we're going to dump the leaves. Ooh. Now, ready?
Root Beer, Sassafras, and I have lots of fun playing in the leaves. They love to play and eat the leaves. I love the way the leaves smell and the way they sound when I play in them. The leaves make crunchy, crinkly sounds when I play in them and when the goats eat them. Wow, they're going to get big bellies with all this leaf eating. Hey, I have an idea. Let's do a leaf rhyme.
Hi friends, we're going to do a fun little rhyme. Let me count how many leaves I have before we start our rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could do this rhyme too, pretending you have 5 little leaves. So we have Root Beer's gonna help me. We have 5 little leaves dancing in a tree so high, when all of a sudden a fall breeze came blowing by. Down came one leaf and landed by my feet, and my little goat snatched it up to eat. Now how many leaves do we have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little leaves dancing in a tree so high, when all of a sudden a fall breeze came blowing by. Blow with me. Down came one leaf and landed by my feet. My little goat snatched it up to eat. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. 3 little leaves dancing in a tree so high, when all of a sudden a fall breeze came blowing by. Down came one leaf and landed by my feet. Sassy's turn to eat one. Then my little goat snatched it up to eat. How many do we have now, Root Beer? 1, 2. 2 leaves, friends. 2 little leaves dancing in a tree so high, when all of a sudden a fall breeze came blowing by. Down came one leaf and landed by my feet. Then my little goat snatched it up to eat. Uh-oh, Root Beer. How many do we have left? 1. 1 little leaf dancing in a tree so high, when all of a sudden a breeze came blowing by. Down came one leaf and landed by my feet, and my little goat snatched it up to eat. No more leaves in the trees, but look, there they are, all on the ground.
When the leaves are on the ground instead of in the trees, I like to make a great big pile of them way up to my knees. I like to run and jump in them and kick them all around. I like the prickly feel of them and the crickly crackly sound. Hooray for fall! Down, down, yellow and brown, leaves are falling all over town. Look, they're falling on the barn roof and on the roof of their playhouse and even on their back. Root Beer has some leaves on his back. Oh, and so does Sassafras. Sometimes they land on my head. Ooh, I see a leaf. Do you see a leaf on the back of one of those little goats? There it is. You found it, Sassafras. Now there are only a few leaves left in the tree. Most of them are now on the ground. But we decided to save a few by pressing them flat and then putting them between contact paper. We hung them on the window and even in the barn. Look, there's the leaf goat and the leaf person on the window of Root Beer and Sassafras's home in the barn. That way, they can watch their pretty leaves, even when all the leaves outside have turned brown and crumbly. Well, friends, it's time to go. We hope you have lots of fun playing in the leaves. And hey, when you're outside, keep an eye out for my leaf fish. They swam away. Maybe you'll spot them in your neighborhood today.